Hi Sam. It's great to see you again. Today, we're learning the word
öfter,
Hi Alex.
öfter,
What does that mean?
öfter,
means more often or frequently. It's used to describe actions that happen many times. The most common usage is in a context where you're discussing frequency.
Are there any tricky parts to it?
Yes, watch out for false friends. In English,
often,
is a similar word, but the pronunciation differs. So, make sure you don't confuse them.
Got it. Can you tell me more about the grammar of
öfter,
Absolutely.
öfter,
Is an adverb, so it doesn't have a gender or plural form. It's used to modify verbs. For example, you could say,
ich gehe öfter ins Kino.
which means I go to the cinema more often.
So there's no past or future tense for adverbs.
Exactly. But if we were to use a related verb like
Gehen,
I would say,
ich gehe. Sie, es geht.
for the present tense. In the past, it would be,
Ich ging.
and in the perfect, it's.
Ich bin gegangen.
That makes sense. Where does the word
öfter,
come from?
Öfter,
Has its roots in Old High German. It has evolved over time from the word,
öfto.
which means often. It's fascinating how language changes, isn't it?
It really is. I love learning about the history of words.
Now, let's break it down a bit.
Öfter,
Is a comparative form of,
oft.
which means often. So, it literally translates to more often. There isn't a separable prefix or suffix here since it's quite straightforward.
That's interesting. Are there any similar words to
öfter,
Certainly. Let's look at some examples. First, there's,
Oft,
which means often. Then we have,
manchmal.
meaning sometimes. Both relate to frequency.
What about other words with a similar pattern?
Good question. You might find,
Seltener,
which means less often, and,
nie.
meaning never. Then there's,
Immer,
which means always. All these words describe frequency in different ways.
So, they all have to do with time.
Yes. And there are also verbs like,
wiederholen.
which means to repeat. It shares a similar context since repeating implies frequency.
That's a lot of useful words.
Now, let's practice using
öfter,
In real-life situations. Imagine you're talking about your workout routine. You could say,
ich gehe öfter ins Fitnessstudio.
which means I go to the gym more often.
Okay, let me try.
Ich gehe öfter schwimmen.
Perfect. That means I go swimming more often. How about discussing eating out?
I would say,
Ich esse öfter im Restaurant.
Exactly. That means I eat at the restaurant more often. Now, how about talking about visiting friends?
Ich besuche öfter meine Freunde.
Great job. That means I visit my friends more often. You're getting the hang of it.
is there a trick to remember when to use?
Öfter.
A good hint is that it's often used in casual conversations. For the ending, words like can hint it's a comparative. As for a mnemonic, think of a clock that ticks more often than others.
I like that.
Regarding usage notes,
Öfter,
is informal. You might say,
ich mache das öfter.
which means I do that more often. Another common phrase is,
Ich komme öfter vorbei.
meaning I come by more often. Just be careful not to mix it up with,
Selten.
which means rarely.
Thanks for that warning.
Let's proceed with some example sentences. You might say,
Ich gehe öfter spazieren.
which means I go for walks more often. Or,
Wir essen öfter zusammen.
meaning we eat together more often.
Those are helpful examples.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What does
Öfter,
mean?
It means more often.
Correct. Can you give me the German sentence for I visit my friends more often?
Ich besuche öfter meine Freunde.
Well done. What's the past tense of
gehen.
Is it?
Ging.
Yes, that's right. Next question, what is the opposite of
Öfter,
I think it's.
Selten.
exactly? Last question, can you give me a sentence using
öfter,
Sure.
Ich gehe öfter ins Kino.
fantastic? You're really improving.
Thanks, Alex. This has been really fun.
I'm glad to hear that, Sam. Remember, using
öfter.
helps you discuss frequency better in German. Keep practicing, and you'll become even more fluent.
I will. Thanks for all the help.